Hello, everyone. Hello, instructors, peers, and faculty. Thank you for being here. My name is Jenn Rubin, and as Natalie mentioned, today I will be presenting my practicum experience at the Victoria Immigrant and Refugee Center Society. Uh, First, I acknowledge and respect the Algonquin-speaking peoples on whose traditional territories the University of Victoria stands, and the Songhees, Squamish, and Sanak peoples whose historical relationships with the land continue to this day. My practicum placement was with VIRCS. VIRCS' mission is to assist in the settlement and adjustment of immigrants and refugees in Canada, and to provide services designed to increase the newcomers' participation in Canadian society by assisting the newcomers to overcome barriers. VIRCS was founded in 1989 and each year provides services to an average of 3,000 clients from different cultures and countries from all over the world. My practicum at VIRCS was with the Enable Program Department, which focuses on providing services for children and youth between the ages of 6 to 25 years old. Many of the Enable programming consists of delivering educational and skill-based programs, as well as art-based activities to support the children and youth academic, social, as well as emotional needs. Program activities can be seasonally based or year-round. My practicum roles and responsibilities consisted of these three main components. With program planning and project management, I also conducted many literature reviews to provide rationale and background for grant proposals and grant funding applications. I conducted ongoing environmental scans of existing toolkits and strategies to help inform program planning and design, and created promotional materials. With knowledge translation, communications, and outreach, I help with the planning and facilitation of homework club, youth activity nights, and the Education for Equality project. I conducted outreach with community organizations and community members, and I also designed and conducted a workshop with another NABLE staff on mental health awareness and self-care practices for post-secondary students. I did a little bit of financial planning and fiscal management as well, and I assisted with 3 different grant application opportunities and completed a mock-up budget for the Youth Stride Summer Camp. I also had the opportunity to be a part of a new pilot project at Enable from its pre-planning phase to its implementation phase called the Education for Equality project. The project aimed to support newcomer girls, women, and trans-identifying youth in pursuing post-secondary education by providing a series of skill-based and educational workshops. The workshop series ran for 6 weeks and involved themes aimed at providing resources and tools for newcomers. My practicum practice scenario was the creation of a volunteer training manual. Fundraising consulting elaborates that volunteers are of high value to nonprofit organizations. Volunteers help organizations save money. They help increase community connections, and often volunteers offer their expertise, which increases client care and reduces the services costs. The minimum time commitment to volunteer at VIRCS is 4 months. However, when new projects and workshops get added to the curriculum or some volunteers' commitments change, there can be a need for more volunteers, and this may put strain on the staff's training and resources. So to help address this practice scenario, I propose the creation of this training manual. The public health and social policy skills I used to address this practice scenario were these 4 skills highlighted, which was human resources, policy development and implementation, interprofessional teamwork, and cultural safety and cultural competence. For the sake of timing, I will discuss one of these, which is interprofessional teamwork. The volunteer training manual can help foster the importance of interprofessional collaborative practices at VIRCS. Further, it can introduce the volunteers to relevant training and communication and conflict resolution strategies. For example, VIRCS asserts that this resource can help define the organization's mission, can help identify how volunteers contribute to the organization, and therefore this manual can help clarify the volunteers' roles and contributions to the agency, which will help support the agency's overall interprofessional team functioning. The calls to action I chose in response to the Truth and Reconciliation Commission is number 66. We call upon the federal government to establish multi-year funding for community-based youth organizations to deliver programs on reconciliation and establish a national network to share information and best practices. Some ways I can operationalize this call to action is through project and program planning design. Through my practicum with VIRCS, I learned about how to integrate this action, for example, by creating workshops and activities that aim to educate the youth about Indigenous peoples' history and culture. Another way to operationalize this call to action is by sharing the lessons learned through program planning, and this could be done through evaluation and reporting processes. And these insights and self-reflections can inform other networks of professionals and help inform a national strategy moving forward. And that's it. Thank you for viewing the presentation. I want to thank my practicum supervisor, Brooke, and also Brittany for all their support and taking me on to be a part of the team at VIRCS. I also want to thank the Public Health and Social Policy faculty for the valuable learning I have achieved through this program, and Natalie Franson for her incredible instruction and mentorship.